Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? You know, in the land of cheese and chocolate, two of my favorite foods, children are actually being schooled in the more subtle pleasures of eating mealworms and locusts and crickets. Jesus God, Switzerland, why couldn't you just stay neutral? Anyway, on a recent morning, students at a middle school right outside of Zurich, they gathered around a table laden with snacks made of insects. And they quickly scooped up spiced mealworms and crickets dusted with paprika and crackers made with flour from ground up crickets. You mean crick crack? I had discussed crick crack before. It didn't settle well in the stomach. And now I'll never look at paprika ever the same again. God sakes. So in Switzerland, in 2017, they became the first country in Europe to allow insects to be sold as food for humans. After a lobbying campaign by edible insect startups. And that was the easy part. Now the companies must overcome what etymologists call the yuck factor. Well, no kidding. I mean, who in their right mind? But anyway, it's that gut feeling among many of us, westernized people, that insects are signs of rot, pestilence, that should not be placed in one's mouth. I mean, seriously. I mean, and to do that, the industry is recruiting customers, consumers, whose tastes are still in the larval state. Children. Yeah. So until recently, the Western civilization sought to keep insects out of food. Rightfully so. I mean, for the love of God. So regulators viewed them as a threat to human health, which they are. Hello. And the U.S. Food and Drug Administration classifies insects that are not an intentional ingredient as filth. It's filth. Okay. But now more governmental officials, academics, and companies want to make insects a feature, not a bug, of the Western diet. No. Insects, aka bug. Okay? Just saying. So insects are an environmental friendly source of protein and vitamins. Says who? You in the back? I thought so. And generate a fraction of the greenhouse gases of raising cattle. Here we go again with the cow farts. I'm going to ask this question. Who does not pass gas? Okay? I mean, for the love of God. Do you, just sit there and eat gas sacks? Break. Now they've got pigs. Come on. Other livestock, leave them alone. And scientists say that they are safe to eat provided they are raised in controlled environments. No, they are not. What? So people across Asia, they can keep it. Africa, same there. South America, gives a crap. They eat insects, from fried grasshoppers in Thailand to roasted big-bottomed ants in Colombia. Big-bottomed. You had to just describe it like that. I mean, you know, the song just popped into my head. Thanks, Freddie Mercury. Fat bottom girls, you make the right. Okay, so the European Union in 2021 followed Switzerland and so far has authorized 4 types of bugs for human consumption. So write this down. Human. Okay. Yellow mealworms, maggots, migratory locusts, crickets, and lesser mealworms. I didn't know there was a lesser of a mealworm, but I'll go on. So the FDA is less restrictive. We're learning that, aren't we? So unintentional bugs are considered to be contaminants. In my world, all bugs are contaminants. I mean, I'm sorry, man, but don't hand me this, all right? Just don't. But the agency doesn't object to intentional bugs. Okay, intentional, unintentional, they're all bugs, man. Okay, they're all filth. They're all gross. If I can squash it with my shoe, dude, I'm not, no. So long as the product is made according to good manufacturing processes and practices. So still companies are struggling to find a mass audience for their products in the West, and the yuck factor being a major obstacle. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind that bugs are intentional food. Change my mind. Because you can't. So this movement, it's a movement now, to eat insects took off in the West a decade ago when the FDA, or the Food Agriculture Organization, because there's 2 of them, they published a 200-page report touting their merits. Yeah. Since then, investors, ingestors, holy cow, farts, so billions of dollars into the business of raising insects to feed animals. For the love of God, scores of companies in the US and Europe also popped up to cut out the middle animal and sell bugs directly to people. No. But in the following years, startups in the bugs for people sector began dropping like flies. Is that a pun intended? One problem was European regulators, which hadn't yet approved insects for human consumption as companies started selling. The process is simple. Oh, you're going to love this one. Tiny eggs are placed in organic grain in stacks of plastic boxes. My stomach is turning. It's not even a verklempt. I can't even think of a subject for you. With a little water that's added. Because they need to swim? I don't know. And the worms are ready to be harvested in a matter of weeks. Hang on. And then the worms are then boiled. What is it, pasta? I'm sorry. In a jury, like Jury, rigged noodle cooker. Why you got to bring pasta into the mix, man? Now, I'm Italian. You can't do that, all right? Killing them instantly, the poor bastards. But listen, then the process is meant to address growing concerns in the industry that insects suffer when they're killed. Listen to me. You have me convinced that my plants scream when I prune and I cut back and when I harvest my veggies. So now I am going to be an ally to bugs because they suffer when they're killed. They suffer. You bastards. All right? No eating bugs because they suffer. Just like you said that my plants suffer when I harvest my veggies. Rat bastards. All right. I'm out. I'm out because my tummy is twirling. It's nuts. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, you stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and let's go after these guys for suffering insects. Rather eat grass anyway. All right, and as always, fearless. Ciao.